Abigail disappeared 7 years ago. It was her 13th birthday. My husband and I spent 2 weeks planning it, making sure everything was perfect, down to the color of the streamers. It is our belief that turning 13 is a special event, a transition from childhood to adulthood. None of us expected it to go horribly wrong. I admit I'm partially at fault. I suggested we take a walk through the woods nearby. They were safe after all, and the weather was cool enough not to overheat. I remember hearing a sound. I can't recall what it was, but I turned my back for only a moment to look. When I looked back, she was gone. My baby was gone. I didn't panic straight away, thinking she must have hid behind a tree or something. But after not finding her in the immediate area, I panicked. I ran back to the party and found my husband. The guests erupted in worried whispers upon seeing me run into my husband's arms. But soon, everyone was getting ready to search the woods for Abigail. The cops came soon after and helped search as well. When it got dark, everyone went home, much to my husband's dismay. I convinced him it was for the best. The cops had questions, of course. It was quite strange for a girl to disappear in mere seconds. The search lasted 2 weeks before the police filed it away as a missing persons report. My husband was destroyed by the news, as was I. It took a long time with help from therapists to get us to where we are now, holding down jobs with another baby on the way. Today would have been her 20th birthday. Even if my husband hasn't, I have accepted Abigail is dead. So when the phone rang an hour ago and Abby's distinct voice came from the other end, I was surprised. Although similar, it had aged and matured. Her words are muddled in my memory. I hung up after I realized what had happened. I think my guilt is coming back to mess with me for forgetting what I did to Abigail 7 years ago. It's foggy, but I can remember an intense feeling. Anger? Jealousy? I don't know. It doesn't matter now. I know where she's buried. Out in the woods under a tree she used to climb. So this wasn't my daughter, no matter how much I want it to be. To distract myself, I'll share one of my favorite moments. It was shortly after she was born. I was holding her when I suddenly felt tired, so I passed her to my husband. They looked so at peace. All of his attention was focused solely on her, like a loving father. I went to bed right after, content with knowing that she was in safe hands. I miss Abby. I want to hold her in my arms again and hear her voice. I hope we can find her soon. Abby, if you're reading this, I love you. Please, come home. Your attendance has been recorded. Make sure to follow me on social media on your way out. Have your own stories? Submit them on my subreddit. Tune into my stories anytime and anywhere by listening to my podcast. The links to everything is in the description below. Until next time, class dismissed.